What's going on, everybody? It's Thundershot here to bring you a guide on how to not only beat but double S rank Great Ape Gohan. As you can see, it is mission number 10 here on the list. I'm only to mission 13 myself, so don't think you have to be extremely far in this game or have to have extremely good cards in order to win this game. In fact, I'm about to show you I have no cards on Vegeta or any of my players, or any of my co-op computers, whatever you want to call them. Before that gets underway, I'm going to have an annotation on the screen. It should be up already. If you're having trouble with the Great Ape excuse me, I got something in my throat. If you're having trouble with the Great Ape Vegeta fight, there's a link to that up there. These fights are not very different, but these fights are different. They do take kind of different approaches to each of them. So if you're having trouble with Gohan, go ahead and click there. Come back here. This is the Great Ape Vegeta fight, and welcome to it. Now, the good thing about this fight is your team comp is actually really good. Goku, if you saw in the Gohan fight, can only fire one ki blast at a time. Vegeta, however, is much more useful, much more versatile at killing Great Apes. Now, you may have no idea what I'm talking about, and you're about to see. The main thing you want to notice in these Great Ape fights is stay away from the Great Ape. Do not get close. You want to stand back, and you want to shoot ki blasts at whatever limb you choose. I personally go legs first. In fact, I would recommend shooting at legs first on Gohan. Now, you're about to see, I forgot to speed up the scene, oh well, in the fight here. The first thing you want to do is you want to push right on the directional pad. Pushing right on the directional pad is going to change your team comp to where they all want to focus one spot, and you all want to be focusing the leg. If they're all at full power, supports are going to worry about being supports. And as you can see, I haven't changed it yet, and Nappa and Cyberman and Raditz are all taking shots to Kid Gohan's midsection. You don't want that. You want to push on the right button, and when you do that, they're all going to focus on whatever you're focusing on. In this case, I highly suggest the legs. Now, Vegeta's really good at this because Vegeta can shoot 3 or 4 ki blasts at a time. Not only do ki blasts charge your energy up, they also hurt the legs a little bit, which is nice. Now, once your energy meter is full there on the bottom, or as full as it can get, you want to hold Vegeta's L2 button. Raditz and Nappa are usually really good at giving you energy when you get low, and that means you can literally just hold that L2 button without mercy non-stop if you want to. Now, occasionally you may run out of energy, but I found usually Raditz and Nappa are really good at giving Vegeta energy when he needs it. However, I just remember to use the focus legs there. You always want to dodge when he throws rocks, but I'll get more into that later. However, once you get enough for a super ability, as you can see I have the green blinking thing in the bottom left by the energy bar there. Once you get enough for a super, you want to fire it off. Now, I actually saved my super because his legs were so low. I saved it until he sat down, then I shot it at him. But for whatever reason, it kind of like glitched out the damage. Normally, that'll hit. The main thing you want to worry about after you take out the legs, you get main damage on him. Gohan is down for longer than Vegeta is, so it's okay to fly up and try to beat the crap out of Gohan when he's sitting down like that. I'll talk more later on why I chose his legs first, because the opportunity comes up to talk about it. But after the legs, he'll stand back up, you pick another body part, and you go for it. Now, after you get the first thing down, it's important to start watching your teammates. You don't have a Kid Gohan like you did in the Great Ape Vegeta fight. So you actually have to watch your teammates and be pretty cautious of them because they will die, and your main thing you want to worry about here is saving lives, because lives get you so much, give you so many points at the end for not dying. That's what you're going to need to get the double S rank. So you want to keep an eye on your teammates, definitely. Now, there's going to be a point in the match when Gohan jumps up and goes back to that mountain and starts throwing rocks at you. At that point, you want to push down on the directional pad to kick your team back into defense mode, because if you're still focusing on them, they're going to be all up, trying to be offensive, trying to hit him in the face and stuff, and they're not going to be trying to dodge. And as you can see, even in defense mode, they still don't dodge all of them. Now, Raditz went ahead and saved the day here, but you really want to charge them anyways, because they will die without you even noticing. Sometimes your teammates just don't charge them for whatever reason, or don't go back to revive Solom. Now, I chose the legs first because when Gohan makes his big jump back from the mountain, if you destroy his legs first, he will collapse under the pressure because his legs are hurt. I guess it makes sense. So when he lands, he'll actually crash for a minute, giving you more chance to beat on him and take his actual health meter down as opposed to just his limbs. That being said, when he gets back, you want to pick another limb. I see Nappa here. Now, occasionally this may take you more than one try, simply because I've had a few scenarios where my teammates would get knocked out underneath Gohan, and you cannot get underneath him. I actually get knocked out myself here. This is kind of actually a bad run for me, so considering I still get the S rank without using any kind of cards, it's just kind of to show how easy getting the double S is. As you can see, Raditz just fainted, I fainted. I had to get to 2 teammates here. Now, when your teammates are low, Raditz actually saved the day right there. He got Cyberman with no time left. There's good and bad when your teammates get knocked out and you can revive Soul. If you don't make it to him, you lose a life, you lose a lot of points, and that's not good. If you do make it to him, you get a revive Soul bonus. You want to try to avoid Gohan's attack with those purple blasts. He shoots out 3. They're really unpredictable though, so it's kind of hard on your end. That's where a little bit of luck factor comes into this. But for the most part, if you stick to the strategy, you're going to be fine. Keep picking one limb, shooting at it. Sometimes this battle takes longer than you would want because you have to go save your teammates a lot because you don't have a healer when you're this early on in the game and you're playing as the villains. But just keep your distance, keep key blasting. When you get a super attack, unload it. It glitched again there for some reason. I'm not sure what the deal is. Sometimes you just have to wait for the right move. Sometimes you have to wait till the stance is right. But there's a lot of times when I'll see my super attack glitch through for what I seem to be is no reason. But just stick with the strategy. It's going to work. As you can see, I actually had to waste. Gohan was down there because we took out his right arm. I had to waste it to go save Nappa. That's okay, just so long as you get all of his limbs taken care of. Now, like I said before, when he goes up on this mountain, you push down on the directional pad, get your team back into defense mode, and then you hang out near the very back. You can hang out near the very back. It's good because, number one, I can see my teammates getting hit. I saw Nappa go down there. I knew to save him. I didn't have to look in the upper left to see it. Along with that, he's going to throw rocks at you, and these rocks come in really fast. If you are not moving from one side to the other, they're going to hit you, and they do a lot of damage, so you want to be really careful about that. So yeah, stay back. I stopped shooting Ki Blast, actually. It gets to the point to where when I see him pick up a rock, I don't even shoot a Ki Blast. I don't bother with it, because if you're mid-Ki Blast, when he decides to throw a rock at you, you're not going to get out of the way. That's how bad it is. Now, again with the legs here, when he lands, he's open to attack. I get to fire off a super attack at him. When he's up on the mountain, it's really good for saving up for super attacks, because he's going to collapse when he lands. And now all we have left is the left arm and the head, but as you can see, his actual health is so low already. I'm going to try to take him out after getting the left arm. Now, if you can't take him out before the last ligament, that's not a big deal. I mean, definitely not a problem. It just kind of speeds up the process a little bit. Again, my thing glitched through. It might be when he's glowing red. I'm not 100% sure why that's happening, but my thing glitched through. I chose to save teammates here, but another viable option would have been to try to defeat Gohan before their time ran out. But instead I chose to go ahead and pick him up. And just as a reminder, whenever he comes off the mountain, you want to remember to push right on the directional pad again to get your team to focus on whatever you're focusing on. Because if they stay in defense mode, you're going to be the only one doing damage, and they're basically just going to be targets flying around there. As long as you keep your distance, it's easy to keep Gohan from focusing you, and once you get the chance, throw those super attacks at him when he's down, and there you go. You've beaten Great Ape Gohan. Not only have you beaten it, you've double S ranked it. I hope this guide helped you guys. Like I said before, I've got a guide up on how to defeat Great Ape Gohan, and as I reach the bosses, I will continue to bring out guides like this. If you guys have any particular missions you're struggling with and you would like to let me know about, go ahead and leave them in a comment down below, and I'll try to show you how to not only beat them, but get a double S rank on them. As you saw here, I'm only on mission 13 myself, and I'm not going to be going any further until I can live stream. I can live stream myself going any further, but all the beginner missions, as of right now, I'm taken care of. If you're further along, I'll be further along soon, so don't worry. Also, I normally shorten this share energy thing, but I just realized you can actually use super attacks to share energy. I haven't figured out a full method on this or how it works yet, or if energy even matters, because the world's maxed out right now anyway. But that's all I got for you guys today. We're going to go ahead and we're going to roll to the outro screen. I'm actually really surprised Nappa and Raditz weren't total failures in this mission, but they're really helpful. It's kind of surprising. But if you guys have any questions about, there you go, double S rank. I got the special bonus. I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure what the special bonus is. You can push triangle at this menu and find out if you ever get here yourself. As you can see, my computer ranks are not very high, so it wasn't like I was getting the best help in the game. But there you go. There's your strategy. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said before, any missions you guys are having trouble with, leave a comment down below, and go and subscribe if you're new here. I've got tips like this all day, every day for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. I'm Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys.